Hey everybody, I'm praying my mic works because for some reason I can't hear anything on my headphones. But let me say it's working. Okay, good. So no, if it don't, you troll. All right, let me say hello to everybody. Ooh, Solo got first this time. Nice. Hi, Solo. Hi, Wilbo. Hi, let's see. Hi, Psy Bunny. Skittles. Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Ainto. Appreciate ya. Hi, Monarch. How was college? Hope it's going well. Hi, Loco. Hi, Dank. I think that's... Oh, and hi, Gunnar. There we go. I see Gunnar, too. And Duke. Hi. And Sushi. Hey. Yeah, I'm so excited you could be here. I know you've been busy with a lot of college and stuff. And yeah, unfortunately, Skittles, it's the Gartic Phone is usually what we play for like my community night, which I usually do usually I do once a month, like a game, and then like every other week, like a movie or something. But I did almost forget you because the colors, like, I can't even use that excuse because they don't blend in. They're all different. I just, but yes, hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're doing good. What I figured was because I didn't stream yesterday, because I was very, very sad. I figured I would do some kind of stream today. Probably not very long. Also, just so you guys know, those like old women in like movies where, they have like their hair in the curlers. I just want you guys to imagine this because right now I have that in my bangs, but only my bangs. So it's just one curler. I probably look like so goofy. But yeah. Yeah, Skittles. So normally, it's been kind of weird because I've been working like daily overtime for like almost 5 months. Hi, Akio. It's okay. Everyone would forgive you even if you had a shitty excuse. I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. But yeah, so right now, usually I'm streaming just twice a week. Once all this overtime ends, I plan to go to 3 times a week. And then what I probably will do is I'll have like one day for horror games a week, one day. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Let me get some water. Also, hi boy, how you doing? The overtime never ends, seriously. But yeah, my plan is to do like one day is like a horror game day, one day as like a normal like just random game, whatever, and then one day as like collab game. So hi Virgil, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, the yeah, only one gay, just one gay. Hi Random. Oh no, it's been clipped. But yeah, so because the thing is that my job, who is look, I don't call up my gays in here, okay? But yeah, my job is like very, like, before this they hadn't offered overtime in like 2 years, so it's very kind of like I never know when they're gonna have it, so it's very much I want to take like as much advantage as I can while it's available. But yeah, it's really starting to burn me out. It's really starting to burn me out for sure. Okay, so Gunnar, oh my god, you guys can also tell too. So I'm also testing out this like heart rate monitor or whatever thing because I want to make sure it works for Monday when we do the next horror stream. You can tell just how like nervous I am. Like fucking got to 124. Jesus Christ. Just like talking, just nervous about being live. Oh my gosh. If you're getting paid for it. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that like it's very, the job that I do, I work from home, and it's extremely monotonous, but it's not like a difficult job most of the time. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you guys. Exactly. But it's not a difficult job, so it's kind of hard to like turn it down too, because it is so easy and it's like such easy money. No, don't point a laugh at me, please, please. Oh, thanks for half your baguette, boy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, so before I forget, okay, so you guys are gonna hear the dumbest thing, okay? So you know, like when you're a kid. Also, I'm still at work right now. That's the other thing for anybody that's new here. I also stream while I'm at work. Because if I don't procrastinate too much, I can like get super far, in advance of like what I need to do, and then I can just sit here and stream, and every few minutes just like put one of these charts through. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say no. Like it's definitely burning me out, but it's super hard to say no. So, girl, I know. But yeah, so. So when you're like a kid and you think you're like you're so smart and witty, whatever. So my cousin's name is Adam, and one day I hit him with this banger. Okay, I'm pretty sure he still cries about it to this day because he got roasted so bad. I said, your name is Adam because you can't add 'cause you're dumb. Boom, roasted. His life's never been the same. Best joke ever. But what kind of job is it if I ask? So I work as a medical coder. Usually when I say that, people are like, what's that? So I'll explain. But basically what I do is when you go to the doctor, the doctor will like write down, what your diagnosis was, what they talked to you about, if they did any procedures, that kind of stuff. And then what I do is I take those like diagnoses, procedures and stuff, and I turn them into specific codes those codes can then be sent to be billed to the patient's insurance, basically. Yeah, it's a different kind of coding. Most people are like, "Oh, you're in IT." I'm like, no, it's different coding. But yeah, it's very, once you've done it for a while, it's very easy, and I'm also very good at like, if I focus, I'm very, very fast, so it's not too bad. So overtime is pain. Yeah, I get too stressed out. I mean, it's nothing compared to people doing overtime like outside the house, because like, again, I'm just sitting at home in my pajamas and like I'm streaming while I'm working, so I can't complain too much. It's mostly just my sleep schedule because I get so few free hours a day that I always want to like stay up late to do like stuff for myself, but then of course, like I don't get any sleep. So then I'm tired and then burnt out and all that kind of stuff. He'll never heal. Exactly. Yeah. Luckily, Virgil, your name isn't Adam because you would have just been eviscerated at that moment. Perfection, damn the savagery. He needs time to reflect and heal, right? Yeah, Tuan, I gotta roast people. I gotta immediately roast them, Ladies, if you can't appreciate your fruity jokes, you need to let that man go. Oh, that's good. I like that. I love puns. Puns are just so good. Puns are good. Chipper type coding? What do you mean chipper? I avoid overtime like the plague. Yeah, honestly, like when I worked outside of the house, like I did too. I was like, no, I don't want to be here any fucking longer than I have to be. It's too, my job's too easy and they're paying me too much for me to be able to say like it makes financial sense to do anything but accept all this overtime, so it's crazy. Oh no, you're doing overtime outside on a roof? Hopefully it's not too hot at least. That sucks. That super sucks. I love hearing puns. Yeah, I love puns are so great, and like the thing is like I'm so bad at puns, so like I appreciate all the puns that other people do. For example, we have a pun master in my Discord, which by the way, if anybody is not in my Discord, I have a button here somewhere. Feel free to join. It's pretty cool. We got a lot of cool people in there. But we have a guy in there named Chaotic who actually we have two Chaotics. This one is not Bunny's Chaotic. This is the other Chaotic. He was my my co-tank when I was when the server used to be my Final Fantasy rating server. But he is like amazing at puns. Just like I can go to him and within like 30 seconds he's got the perfect oh thank you Gunnar for posting that. He's got like the perfect pun for anything. So anyway, he's the one that came up with Sour Bros. So I can't take credit for that one. I can never understand people who don't like them. I mean, I think sometimes people, especially younger people, have a problem with feeling like they can't be cringy in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the older you get, the more you learn like to just embrace your cringe and just enjoy the things that you like, even if other people think you're stupid for it, you know? So I don't know. I like the puns. I like the puns. HVAC unit inspections, there are a bunch of them. Oh man, that sucks that you got to do the ones on the roof. I would hope at least they're mostly the ones on the ground, but that sucks. That's unfortunate. What are HVAC units? IDK the American terms. If it's one, oh, it's like air conditioning, basically, like the outside big ones, usually either on the ground or like on people's roof. Why do people in Athens hate waking up early? Because dawn is tough. Okay, that one took me a second in my brain, but that's pretty good. Yeah, other Chaotic. My Chaotic is yeah. You know, it's funny because like when they were asking something about Chaotic in the mod chat, like I just thought, I was like, wait a minute, like my tank Chaotic? Oh no, not the cheese. Gotta do something as a mod. You do plenty, Gunnar. You do plenty. It's hot today, unfortunately. Oh no, make sure you keep your fluids up, you know, gotta drink some electrolytes. Don't wanna get too dehydrated because that'll be super bad. Oh, it's the baby Mugen. I may be no pun master, but ask her Discord, I will give out the most unhinged torture plans. True, very true, very true. I can't wait till it gets colder, bro. Yeah, same here. I'm oh no, not everything. Can you guys hear the sound effects for those? Because I think it's just my headphones that are like being weird. But yeah, I'm very hot-blooded of a person, so yeah, you can hear me. Okay, good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm very hot-blooded, so I like the cold. Like I'm the weirdo that'll go out in like flip-flops when it's like 30 degrees out, which now that I live in California, that doesn't really happen. But yeah. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's so hard to put down. That's pretty good. I'm ready for all this sun to go away. And me and the sun have been beefing since the 2000s. Dude, I hate the sun. I hate it, man. Like, just, I don't know. I know that we need it, you know, and it's like important, but I just kind of wish it didn't exist. I don't know. I ain't done shit. It's already getting somewhat cold here since I live somewhat near the mountains where I live. Oh, that's nice. Is it the audio makes me weird? No. So what it is in OBS, you have to set like a, actually, which let me check this while I'm saying that. You have to set a specific like monitoring device, which this should be. It's monitoring output. But yeah, so like the audio channels, you can put them either whether they go only out to the stream, only out to you, or to both. So obviously the most important one is, ow, why am I saying ow as if it hurt me? I just hit my freaking microphone. The most important one, of course, is the one to go out to the stream. So as long as that's working, it's okay. But it means that I can't hear anything, which is like sad, especially if somebody does the whack one, because that's my favorite. So I might take a second here to see if I can fix it. So the cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax. What is it? How did it go? How's the beginning of that song go? I used to sing that all the time to Mugen, actually. If you want proof, ask local friend, eat bread. Right. You should play Hollow Knight. You may or may not be able to fight the sun. Settle the score. I'm really bad at games. Otherwise, I would, because I know everybody really likes that game. I know we need the sun for life and all, but can it like not for a week? Thanks. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I must never earn or spend channel points again. I've achieved 6.9k. Nice. In the Netherlands, it's almost always rain. I mean, there's some areas of the U.S. where it's like that. There's so many different climates in the U.S. that it's hard to say. Before I moved here to California, I lived in South Dakota, which was very much, you had like a hot summer, but it was a very short summer, and then a very long cold winter. And like for me, that was ideal, but most people really didn't like it. I'm definitely saving my points and will stop using it for a while. Ooh, what are you saving for? Saving for something specifically? So yeah, let me just, I'd melt in Cali like frosted. You know, the thing is, I thought I would really dislike it, but I will say after being here for a while, you do sort of get used to it more than I thought I would, at least. But I still don't like the heat for sure. Like I still wish, but also I live in Northern California, so I think it's a little bit more so like Pacific Northwest type weather versus like what it would be in like LA or something. So IDK probably spams something. I mean, if you're in Minnesota, you're gonna have a different weather than Florida, exactly. Yeah, and South Dakota is actually pretty similar to Minnesota's weather, because that's where most of my mom's family is. So I've done a few winters in Minnesota as well. Actually, I would say South Dakota is worse, honestly. But okay, so hi Nefrite, how you doing? South Dakota is mild, right? No way. South Dakota is like, oh, thank you so much for the sub, Wolf. I appreciate you. Well, 3 months checks watch as of like 2 weeks ago. That's almost the whole time I've been streaming. Hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. Still pretty north, right? Yeah. I live in Sacramento, which is like towards the north of California. And then Minnesota's like basically right on the Canadian border. But yeah, South Dakota is not mild. Like you have a really hot ass summer and then you have an extremely cold winter, like -30 kind of type cold. So my favorite winter has been in Oregon. I feel like I've never been to Oregon, but I feel like I would like it because it does seem to have like very chill weather. Okay, so let me see if I can figure out this thing real quick with my audio, because I feel like it's happened before and I always forget what I do to fix it, you know, which is kind of annoying, because maybe if I switch this and switch it back or something, I don't know. From what I hear, they don't see the sun much in UK. Go there and you'll see so much clouds and rain, you'll get tired even. Yeah, I feel like if you live anywhere where it's only one thing all the time, that thing is gonna start like annoying you. You know what I mean? Like even if you like it at first, you know, you kind of get sick of it. So yeah, I only know a little geography in America. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, the big thing to know is just that like everything is very, very different. Sorry, I'm gonna put a few of these work charts here while we're chatting. But yeah, you know, Florida, Minnesota, you know, Virginia, like they're all very, very, very different weather-wise. But -30 sound like my kind of winter where I live. Oh, thank you for the head tats, Wilbo. Yeah, like when people say I'm crazy for this, but like when I lived in South Dakota, I would like crack my window just a little bit at night when it was like -30 outside, because it just gave you such like a nice cold sleep, you know. It was perfect. But yeah, my AC works overtime here for sure. It is cool then cold, plus it rains and snows a ton there, at least when I lived there. Oh, that sounds like perfect. That sounds perfect. I mean, the thing is, the hard thing for me is that like I love snow, but I also love not just the ocean, but like swimming in the ocean specifically, you know? So it's kind of hard to find like a place that has both, you know? I can vouch I see clouds and sun. We even get fog. Florida really is bipolar with the weather. It's on. Yeah, Florida. My that's where my dad's family is from, is Florida and North Carolina. Yeah, Florida is crazy. Florida. I got sun poisoning as a kid in Florida. It's definitely crazy. I have my window open all winter. It's so nice. Yeah, I wish I still could. I'm in Canada though. It's funny because like my ex lived in Montreal, and this was when I was still living in South Dakota. So when I went to go visit him, it was actually colder in South Dakota than it was in Canada, which sounds crazy, but it's true. Those who live near the mountains go to the beach. Those who live near the beach go. Yep, exactly. But I want some place that has both. I need both. You know, I need options. I do that too, and I have a fan. Yeah, 365. I cannot sleep without a fan. Like I can't. Hi, Oranges, how you doing? My house is an icebox in winter. Same. When I was in Florida on vacation, I only had sun. I was in May, I think. Kind of. Yeah. Well, Florida is mostly sun, I would say. Occasionally, you do get like some rain and stuff. Sometimes it does get cold, which you would think not. But we used to go to because my grandpa lived in like right outside of Orlando, so we used to like go down every year, visit him and go to like Disney World and stuff. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Go to Disney World and stuff. But then wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So anyway, so we always went usually during winter break because that was when it was like least busy at the parks and stuff. And so usually I'd be like end of January, early hi Kate, thanks for the lurk. Early January, late January, early February. And usually it was okay, but there was one year we had to like buy jackets because for once it was actually cold. My country is a bit of everything and isn't too far from each other. Too bad I'm a homebody. What country are you in? Maybe I have to come visit. When I visited Florida, it was so muggy. Yeah, that's the thing that I personally, before I lived in South Dakota, I lived in Virginia, which is not as bad as Florida with the humidity, but the area I lived in is literally a swamp. So it was kind of similar, and I cannot take the humidity. That's the one thing I'd rather be here in California at like 110 degrees than I would to be back in Virginia at like 80 degrees. Cause it's just, the humidity just makes it so muggy and gross and just nasty. I was so surprised when I went to Miami because half the people don't speak English. Yeah, there's a big what is it? Colombian population in Miami specifically. Bulgaria. Cool. I might have to go check that out. If you got all the stuff close by. Brain almost went out and lost train of thought, right? Oh my gosh. It's so crazy. Like my brain, it just always a billion miles an hour. Me, when I see 70% humidity for the day, yeah, I would just die. I would absolutely die. And then it makes it expensive too, because your air conditioning has to work even harder to like pull all that out and cool everything down. Like I can't do it, dude. I can't. Like, I remember when my grandma died, I flew from South Dakota back to North Carolina, and it was like as soon as I stepped out of the plane, I could just feel the like grossness of the air, you know. In Central Ontario, it gets like 35. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta put that in freedom units. Hang on a second. Hang on. C2F calculator. Okay, 35. Okay, so 95 max. But it got so humid. Yeah, like 95 with humidity is like just awful. Just awful. So Dallas at 50C was way nicer because it was drier. Yeah. It's definitely compared to Florida. Let's see, how much is 50? Oops, not 05. Whoa, 122. Holy shit, that's a little bit much for me. Dehumidifiers are good. They are. I definitely had one in Virginia, but I haven't had to have one for a while, thank God. I need to move to an area with high humidity. I'd never afford to do. Honestly, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, because they do get so much more work that you have to do on them because they're working so hard. Dallas was crazy hot in August. Don't go there. Yeah, that sounds way, like, I want to say in like South Dakota, I think the highest it got when I was there was like maybe like 105, which is, hold on, let me do the reverse here, okay? 105, which is like 40.5 Celsius. And then here, I think the highest since I've been here was like maybe like 115, which is 46.1 Celsius. So, but again, it's like a dry heat, so it's not so bad. You know, it's not terrible. We hit 120. Jesus. Moving where the money are at, understandable. Hell yeah. You gotta go where the work is, man. I turned to Ash and Dallas. Yeah, I can't do it. I need your opinion, inches or centimeters. What system is better?
Head pats time.
Oh, thank you for the head pats. Okay, as an American, I have to say inches because, you know, we just had to create, I cannot talk. We had to create our own system just to show how much more free we were, you know, like we're not going to use your silly ass centimeters, Celsius. Like we got our own, but yeah, no. Actually, I don't know if I really have an opinion between inches and centimeters. Like they're both good, you know. I guess it just depends. I will say I like miles more than kilometers, but I like yards more than feet. So I don't know. It's all different. Inches and for height, centimeters and kilometer for distance. Inches and feet. Yeah. That makes sense. Hi, Monarch. Look, Monarch. Look, you guys are cool now, but we had to show you how we were independent. Okay, after the French saved our ass. Centimeters is too many letters, so we went with inches. Yeah, that too. We had to dumb it down for our American brains, you know. I'm honestly confused how you go from inches to feet and the other measurements. Yeah, like it's weird to me. I've never really looked into why they changed it. Like it just seems kind of stupid to like make your whole like your own, you know, thing. But since it's what I grew up with, you know, it makes sense in my head, but you know, I don't know why it's that way in the first place, for sure. Don't call them cool to go to their head. It's okay. I'll always forgive you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We won't have any more specialty parties while you're around. Centimeters are my speciality, even as an American. Precise distance, IDK. I just defeat that. When they said centimeter, that was the first thought in my head. I was like, well, we do have Gooner, you know. Yeah, like why do you have to times by 3.18? Yeah, it's just weird, you know. It's just like why? I just don't understand, you know. Let people make their typos. It's okay. All right, let me see here if I can figure out why the heck. I mean, as long as you guys can hear it, it's not that big of a deal. But it just annoys me when I can't hear it because I want to hear my favorite whack redeem. So I'm going to be sad if I can't. Maybe if I put, let's see, because OBS has like you pick your specific like monitoring device, which I have as what it's supposed to be. I might have to figure it out later because I don't. Oh, unless I do I have to disable these? Hold on, maybe I have to disable these. Hold on, hopefully you guys can still hear me because I just disabled. Okay, it looks like the mic's still working. Do you have 2 volume dials on your headset? Yeah, let me just go to YouTube and make sure that like I can actually hear other stuff. Okay, yeah, I can hear other stuff in my headset. So it's not the volume. This has been a nice distraction, but I should at least pretend like I'm doing some work. Thanks for the stream. I enjoyed my stay. Yeah, no, thanks for coming by. Hope your work isn't too bad. You get to get some rest afterwards. As a fellow mobile user, I don't face that problem much with my skeletal fingers. For me, it like depends. Like if I have nails on at the moment, I can't fucking type anything on my phone. If I don't, then sometimes I can't type stuff, but most of the time I can. So. All right, where was your favorite holiday? Okay, well, that's another thing. We don't say holiday. We say vacation, you know. But, I mean, really, like, most of the places I've been are just to, like, other places in the United States. When I was in Europe, I was, like, 3 years old, so I don't really remember like a lot of those. The only place I've been outside the country as an adult, other than Montreal, which is basically just Canada, is just United States anyways, is Korea. That was fun. I really liked Korea. It was a lot easier to get like around than I thought it would be. Hold on, let me just do some of my little work over here before I forget. But yeah, it just it was just so safe. Like, you could literally like leave your stuff on the table in a cafe to go to the bathroom and it would still be there when you get back, which is like a total joke in America. Also, I discovered bidets there, and then I became a bidet. What's the word when like somebody's they're going around trying to spread their religion a lot, you know, to everybody. Whatever that word is, I'm that, but for bidets. Like, I want to go to Asia so bad. Yeah, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to China. And then I do want to go to like Europe to actually like see stuff as an adult. I would love to go to like Egypt, but I think it's still pretty dangerous to go there. So who knows if that'll ever happen, but yeah, definitely as a weeb for sure want to go to Japan. But I'm still in college, I think it's called, for you guys. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm old, so I've been I'm just I have a hard time like spending money, you know, like even if I have it, except on art commissions, so nobody call me out on that because I know. But yeah, it would be cool. I can definitely recommend Korea. Like, I went when my ex-husband was stationed, what's the base? Osan Air Force Base, which it's in Suwon, but it's like literally right next to Seoul. So you could just get on the subway and just go straight like into the city. It was just, yeah, the food was amazing. Like all the, I got addicted to bingsu at this like one cafe. I would go there every morning with my iPad and just sit there, have my little bingsu, you know? And the weirdest thing is that I had the sweetest strawberries that I've ever had in my whole life. In Korea. It was like a random street vendor with well, see, here's the thing. I couldn't do the dokboki or whatever because I can't do spice. And pretty much all the street ones were spice, but I did love, what's it called? The hot dog. I ended up getting like a recipe in the little hot dog press. I make those at home sometimes too. They're so good. I have saved up like 5K, but that's also for driver's license, rest for a big vacation. Ooh, I mean, that's that can get you definitely a nice vacation. I think I want to say, so I was in Korea for a month. But because I was going to visit my ex-husband, I was allowed to stay in the Air Force Base dorm. So I didn't have to pay for a hotel, which helped a ton. So I think it was like 2,500 ish for like the flight and then like everything I bought while I was there. I bought way too much skincare. Like, they have like a shopping street there that's like all like cosmetics and skincare. I think it was called like Myeongdong or something. But yeah, I went to that part like way too much because it was so good. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Let's see. You know, I'm gonna just put this to default, see if that changes anything. Yeah, I'm gonna save up way more so I can just go, and when I run out of money, I'm gonna go back home. See, I couldn't do that because I'm super, 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 super type A. So, you know, I'm the person that has to like plan everything out. Now, I will say I can be spontaneous and like go off the plan, but I have to at least put I have to at least have a plan that I can then, you know, go off of. Brett, do you think you'll add VIP to this? Oh yeah, somebody was saying, somebody said the other day I should make it 69,420 channel points. Yeah, I can definitely. Okay, so the thing with VIP, because I asked, hold on, I'm putting this on my list because I have ADD, so I'll forget if I don't. VIP channel point. So the reason I don't currently have any VIP is that like I asked to see like what it actually does besides just the badge by your name. And I think it's only just like you can talk in like if it's like emote only or slow mode, you like bypass that. I wish they would make it so that like VIP, like their chat stand out more, or like like I feel like they should make it have some other, you know, benefit to it or whatnot. So that's why. Yeah, that's I guess that's like literally the only thing that it does. So I haven't made any up till now, just because I didn't want to like. Because there is like an upper limit, you know, on how many you can have. So I didn't want to like give it to some people and then not give it to others, and then, you know, have all that. But channel point will be a good thing. And then I'm also going to put it when we have my debut, which will probably be like a month from now. I'm going to put it also as like a one of the gifts for giving subs or whatever. I mean, I'm also mostly type A, but if I'm planning to go like 3 months, I want to have some. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, for me, it's mostly like I'll plan, you know, like, okay, I'm going to stay at this hotel and I want to, you know, go to, whatchamacallit. Well, I'll add it to the channel points too. I'll add it. I put it on my list, so I'll do it. I guess I just got to figure out what's like a good amount of channel points. Cause you can only have, I think it's 100. Yeah, have a good. I almost said have a nice stream too, boy. Have a nice sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Let me get some water. But yeah, like when I travel, like usually what I'll do is like, you know, I have a plan of like where I'm going on what day, you know, what hotel I'm going to be staying at, like those things. If there's stuff that like you have to schedule in advance, I'll do those. And then I'll have a plan of like, okay, I want to do this on this day. I want to do this on this day. But those I can like change around if I feel like it at the moment, you know, but I like to at least have an option, you know? Yeah, the 69 for 20. Pretty sure VIP lets you post links as well. I actually have it where everybody can post links. So probably in other people's chats. But yeah, I guess mine, I just have it open. I would just think about how often you stream and how long it would take to earn. Yeah, because, okay, so what's the, how many, I got a 200K VIP in another streamer's channel, but they stream almost every day. Oh, wow. Yeah, that, I guess you really gotta, I'm trying to think. Cause like, how many channel points do you get per stream? Like if you're subbed and you're here for like all 3 hours, I got to figure out like what's the max, and then maybe do like, I don't know, like a month's worth or like 2 weeks worth. I don't know. I'll have to see. Yeah, I'm always watching for links and people being weird or mean. Yeah. I don't know, cause like I feel like I've been able to filter out most of like the bots that post links or whatever. And then for the most part, like I know certain people I wouldn't want to click on their link, you know, because they're probably trolling me. But other than that, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it feels like harmless to me to let them. If you lurk, I would say about 1K as long as you click the points chest. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right for the ones that I watch. Well, non-subs get about 320-ish an hour last I counted. Yeah, so that would be like, what, 960? So that makes sense. Let me put this through here. My work over here. So what would you say? What would you say, like, what would be like a fair amount? Like 100? Since there's only 100 total ever, like a month's worth of points? Is that too much? You get a good amount for a watch streak and staying for a raid. Oh, now I know why there's one person here that always asks me if we're raiding, who also uses his points to bully me. So that makes sense. Where's my chapstick? I need some chapstick. Hold on, my 69 for 20. That would take people so long, though. I guess. Well, I wonder who it could be. Because if it's 69 for 20, hold on, let me pull up my my calculator. So just ballpark, I would say 75. Oh yeah, okay, all right. Well then that is what we shall do. We shall do 69,420 channel points for VIP. So yeah, I will make sure to add that before the next thing, because I also have to look up. Can I click on people's stuff to VIP them? Let me see. I'm like so bad at any of like the the Twitch moderation stuff in OBS. Are you more of a beach or mountains person? So it depends. To be fair, it is a limited slot, and it means they couldn't bully you for that long time. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. They have to be very nice for that that time period. I love how I'm pushing the number, but I cannot be a VIP. Yeah, you're already the mod. Oh, okay, so you can just type it. That makes sense. For reference, I would be slightly under halfway there. I would say I'm a regular lurker. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you. Wilbo, you're probably like my first... You're like the first person on my stream, I feel like, that came and watched when I stopped just like only streaming like our raid prog. And then of all people, Hori was like the first one in the Discord that wasn't somebody I already knew. Sitting at 30,000 AK. Oh, okay. Can I try again since I'm saving points? Try for what? Yeah, the slime. Okay, so I also put that as like one of the goals on the subathon is like another slime ASMR. The mod. But yeah, okay, so beach or mountain. So it depends. Like I very much am a beach girl. For the most part, other than South Dakota and here, I've always lived like not directly on the beach, like on the sand, but like within an hour drive of the beach. Did in New Jersey where I was born, did in Virginia, and like it feels weird to me to be away from the ocean because I just got so used to it being there, you know? So like if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick ocean, but the thing is that ocean usually also comes with the hot weather, which I don't like unless I'm actually literally in the ocean. So I don't like that part, but I mean, mountains are nice too. I don't like driving up mountains in the snow though. I will say that. A long time ago, I wanted something. I doubt it was mod. Oh no, it was mod. You asked me if you could be a mod if you were nice for. Well, no, you asked me if you could be a mod, and I said like maybe if you're nice for a week straight, and then I think you got 2 days into it, and we're like, I can't do this anymore. So that makes sense. Dang, I just wish I could figure out my stupid headphone. Like, why does it always want to be a pain? It's like, I feel like every time I get it to like actually work, it just for no reason stops working. But anyways, so what I was thinking we could do today, since I'm not going to be on that long, we can kind of just play some kind of bullshit type game. The big thing is I wanted to test this heart rate monitor so that when I play Layers of Fear on Monday, I hate OBS. It's my favorite program. Yeah, it's weird because it's like certain stuff in there is like so straightforward, and then there's other stuff that just doesn't make any sense. Did you update Windows? I don't think so. But yeah, that does usually cause a lot of sound issues. I also had yesterday, for some reason, my mic just completely stopped working, and then I restarted my computer, and then it was fine. And then it stopped working again. And then it's like, whatever. I'm definitely more of a mountains person. They're so beautiful. Might just be because I live in the flattest country ever. That's fair. I do find mountains very, very beautiful. I do like that the weather up there is more like clear and like foggy. And also too, okay, so one of like the coolest things I've ever seen involved a mountain, in North Carolina, when I was going to visit my grandma, she lives kind of like right outside of like Asheville area. So they have, I don't know like what mountain range it is, but they have one big one there that I think is called like Grandfather Mountain or something. And it was like maybe 80 degrees out. Like it was in the summer. It was super, actually, let me see if I can find these so I can show you guys. It was super, like not like super, super warm, but like definitely warm, you know, summer kind of type stuff. And we drove up the mountain, and there was this one area that like as soon as we crossed over, it went from like the nice warm to like literal snow. It was crazy. It was like one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. I guess just because it finally got up like high enough in the altitude or whatever. Thank you for the follow, that Gooning Sigma. Welcome to the Sour Bros. Oh, I heard that one. Maybe I did fix the alerts. I think I did fix the alerts. How are you doing? Now we have 2 Gooners here. Let me see. Okay, because this is here. I was gonna see if I can show you guys a picture of what. But can I just drag this, or am I gonna have to go through like each? Let's see. Yeah, I can hear the whack. 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 Beautiful. I love it. And thank you for saving it until I could hear it again. Am I a real boy, Papa? You're a real gooner, that's for sure. Okay, so apparently I can't just drag it, but I'm gonna just show you guys. Where's this landscape? So it was when I was in my my photography era. But yeah, so don't bombard me. So like this is like one I took at the top. So again, this is like 5 minutes away from like 80 degrees warmth. Like it was just crazy. Like it was all this like fog. And then I think I have a couple other ones here too of that. Yeah, and like here you can see with like the trees and stuff, they're just like, they all had like that, you know, like that icy covering that's like very specific, not necessarily snow, but like the frozen fog. So thank you. Yeah, it was one of my, I tend to have hobbies for like a short period of time, usually like a year or two, and then like one day I just get bored by it and drop it completely. So this was during my photography era. I think I have one more I took from, let's see. Where is it? I just saw it. Ah, here we go. Yeah, and then these are like some of the trees that were up there, which was also crazy because it literally felt like another world. It was no, I don't know. Wait, I forgot what I said at this point. So good, I might need to get into photography. Honestly, it's very fun. I will say the one thing that is kind of tough is you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money on it. Like there's definitely a lot you can do with the cheaper camera and lenses, but it is one of those things where it's a pretty significant difference to use like the more expensive stuff. Wait, is there a chance you could pull up the vid I posted in out of context? That's my best thing I took. I think so. Hold on. Let me see. I think I would just have to save it. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. What type of file? Where is the properties? Okay, it's a movie, so I have to do, hold on, let me take this off. Media source, let's see. Downloads.
In another life?
Okay, there we go. 10 out of 10 bench. Wow, that's so pretty. That's gorgeous. Where's that at? That's super, super pretty. I like that. No bread holds on my attention. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. I would say like I would recommend anybody interested in photography to get into it. Just know that if you want to like really, really get into it, it's very, very expensive. I ended up like selling my camera and all my lenses and stuff once I moved to South Dakota because a big thing that I used to like to do, let me see if I can find some. It's in Austria, about 1,900 meters up. Wow, that's high. That's really, really pretty though. So like one of the things I really liked doing was like doing like shoots with models and stuff. Let's see if I can find some of the cool ones I did. Where's the? Oh yeah. So like cool like smoke stuff like this and whatever. So I really liked doing like this kind of thing. I had like a few different like models that I worked with that I would do, you know, different like the milk bath stuff or what else do I have? I have like this weird Halloween sort of and I would just do these like in my house. Like, you know, it's pretty easy to actually make your house like basically a studio. but yeah, so I really enjoyed doing these kind of like themed model type shoots. Where's the ones I really... Oh yeah, I really like this. This is one of my favorite ones that I did, I think. Oops, I'm scared. So yeah, so that was... I did astrophotography, I did landscape, and I did models were like the three things I did most. But when I moved to South Dakota, like I didn't know anybody, and I tried to find like, because in Virginia we had like local like model Facebook, you know, like groups and stuff where you could find like other models that wanted to trade like, you know, their time or whatever for free photos. And since it was just a hobby for me, was that like a study or just a hobby? Just a hobby. So the other thing is like I've had a bad habit in the past of like monetizing my hobbies and then not liking them anymore. So I very, very specifically kept it just as a hobby because I didn't want to like stop enjoying it, you know? I did a lot with this one girl. She lived like 5 minutes from me. So we did a lot of stuff. But yeah, so when I moved to South Dakota, I tried finding like another one, but they're really, there's barely people there to begin with. So I tried finding like another one, couldn't find any. I didn't know anybody, so I couldn't really do any model shoots anymore. There were like cool places that I could do, like landscape and astrophotography stuff. So I did do that, for a while, but, after that, it was kind of like, I don't know. It's sort of like, I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I've done all I can in this area. And then it felt bad having like $2,000 of equipment just like sitting in my closet doing nothing, you know? So, but yeah, so these are just like some of the portraits and stuff that I did. Let me see. Do I have any other good ones in here? This one is pretty. Yeah, like this was literally just the side of our road, of the road in our housing area thingy. But I will say the good thing with South Dakota, let me find the landscape stuff, is that there's an area near where I lived, which was Rapid City. About an hour away, there's the Badlands, which, first of all, super cool area. So, like, during the day, it would look like this. And then there was, like, a very long road running through. Where's the other picture I have? What the heck? Where's my other picture? Oh, here we go. The Badlands Minecraft. But yeah, so it was like a very, very cool place. Dang, the exposure on that one. It was very, very cool to do like sunset, you know, pictures, sunrise, that kind of thing. But because it was so far out from like anything, it was also I think a level 2 dark site. So it was really good to do astrophotography from there. So and it had like a few kind of distinct areas. So like I did, where's this one? So like I did this one and part of it. So that's just like one of the little areas with the Milky Way. Gotta head out. Exhaustion from college finally hitting. Yeah, no worries, Monarch. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you sleep well. But yeah, so it was, because there's like no light pollution, it made it like very, very easy to do like astrophotography type stuff. So, but it's also like there's only certain months in a year that you can really do it, because the nice part, quote unquote, of the Milky Way is only there for like a few months. After all that serial killer talk the other day, I'm a bit sus of this very isolated place. Look, I'm not saying that I would use any of this to murder anybody. I'm just saying, sorry, I'd have some water. I'm just saying, you know, if I needed to, there are definitely quite a few options that I know of where I would hide people. Sorry, just putting like another work thing through here. Were you actually able to see that? Okay, so Not like this. So this is what's called in photography a long exposure, which means that the real quick question, can I try getting mod again? Absolutely not. I think I would mod literally everybody else here before I would mod you. Yeah, so this is what's called a long exposure. So essentially what it is the lens on the camera. Hi, Sebra or Sabora. Welcome to the chat. So the lens on the camera stays open for 30 seconds and like, I thank you for the follow. Jet Stellations, appreciate it. Welcome to the Sour Bros.
Thank you.
But yeah, so the lens on the camera stays open for like 30 seconds, and the whole time that it does, it's bringing in light. Versus the human eye, it's just kind of like what you see in that second, right? Like we can't really we can't do that, you know, with our eyes or whatever. So you don't see all this detail, you don't see all this color, but you can see the Milky Way when you're in a place that like has these, that's like one of these dark places or whatever. It looks like this, but a little bit less sharp, and it's all white. And it's honestly, it's one of the prettiest things I've ever seen. Like I would highly recommend, even though it's not going to look like this, you know, in person, it's still absolutely worth like going to see it for sure. Hi, I am Mayo VR. Welcome to the chat. All right, that's cool. Another place for the bucket list. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and really anywhere, like the Badlands is cool, but anywhere that's listed as a dark site, you should be able to see, although, oh, thank you so much for the follow, Mayo. Welcome to the Sour Bros. Although, what was I going to say? It does depend, like what you can see also depends on what country you're in. So there's like certain countries that can't like see it as well and stuff. So now we're in Europe basically. Yeah, I mean, most of them are like at least an hour out from like pretty much anything else. Even in South Dakota where like there was like really not a lot of stuff, like to get to like a level 1 dark site was like 4 hours from where I was, which was like a, you know, small city in a small state. Like, the other thing, so another cool thing about doing long exposure photography though, is that you can also do something like this. This was actually in Virginia. But these are called star trails. And basically what happens, because, you know, the Earth's obviously like always spinning and stuff. When you leave the shutter open for that 30 seconds, the stars move. So it'll like start at one part, you know, of the thing and then move, and the camera captures it that whole time. So you get like this cool, weird. What do you mean different skies in different countries? Isn't the world flat? Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, here's the thing, Raziel. Them, you know, the people, whoever is in charge of the flat Earth, coalition or whatever, you know, they specifically set up different skies in different countries for some reason. I've seen some other stuff as well, but they like slowly zoom in so it looks a bit funky. Yeah, the thing is that are you allowed to set up tents at those places? It depends. It depends on where you're at. A lot of people here, like one of the best dark sites you can get to, I think, is like the Grand Canyon, which is also kind of like a touristy part here. Or not here, but when I lived in South Dakota. I was trying to see if I have some other stuff. But a lot of people will like hike out to like the area where there's like literally nothing, and then, you know, set up a tent and like stay there or whatever, just so they can get that, you know, special stuff. So like here you can see this is a long exposure, but it was a meteor shower too. So like this one that's moving is actually just like a meteor. But it's actually pretty easy to do, honestly, and like you can get more expensive lenses that like help you get more like clarity, but there's actually a really cheap lens that you can get that will let you do some of it. The big thing is just that it has to be on a tripod, because if it moves at all, it does look a bit funky like that. Like it'll get kind of like fuzzy and not super specific. All right, we got ads. So let's see. Let me see what else I can show. Show to the subs some special sub only pictures. I mean, most of my coolest stuff is just astrophotography. There's also this is like another example of like a long exposure, but instead of it being like the stars and everything, it's the water. So that's what, if you've ever seen like pictures of this that have like this kind of like fuzzy sort of looking water, that's because it's a long exposure. So the lens was open for a longer time. They're a little bit more tricky to do because basically the whole time that the lens is open, it's gathering in light or sucking in light, whatever. I don't know what the what the actual term is for it. Which at night is not so bad because it's so dark. There's not a lot of light that is like bringing in or whatever. But during the day, it's going to get like completely overexposed. It'll be super bright because there is actually all that light. So you have to get like a special darkening filter that you can screw onto your lens to like purposefully make it super dark to be able to do these. So yeah, the daytime ones are a little bit harder. The lenses are pretty cheap, so it's not like it's like super crazy expensive. But yeah, let's see if I have any other cool pics. I mean, most of it's just like Milky Way stuff because I really did like doing the what the heck, it didn't change. Hold on. I really liked doing the wait, I already showed that one. God damn it. Where's the one I'm trying to put it on? Here. Okay, there we go. This was another one from like the same like meteor shower or whatever. So you can see like there's another little one that went in there. But yeah, it was fun stuff for sure. But I don't know. It just, I just have this thing where like I get really into something. And then one day I just wake up and I'm like, all right, I'm done with this thing. Prior to this, it was watercolor painting. Prior to that, it was building like these miniature type things, which I still do occasionally. I did one on stream, which I need to actually finish. You can almost see the gray will of the macrocosm reaching for raindrop. Oh my god, dude! I forgot how wild that show was. Like the other day, I rewatched the first couple episodes. I was like, oh my god! Like I feel like it was very much ahead of its time too. Like I completely forgot that Excel got basically like isekai'd on the first part of the first episode. But yeah, what else do I have? So the other thing that I was really into with camera stuff is welcome back, Bunny. Is macro photography, and basically that's just stuff that's like super up close. So like for example, like whatchamacallit, like this is just like raindrops on a leaf, you know, so it's very close up stuff. I finished a series that was peak. I'd put it on par with Ghost Stories dub. I haven't seen that one. All I know is like, because I watched rewatched the couple episodes as dub because I was doing it while I was working, so I couldn't read the sub. All I know is Excel sounded somehow even more annoying in the dub than she does in the sub, and she's already pretty wild there. I also tried out this kind of like water photography thing. But it was actually a tragedy that happened because essentially to do these types of shots, you have to have like an aquarium, like a, you know, just regular glass one with like water. And then you have to have these very specific lights set in specific areas that basically go and flash and just take it in a second so that you don't actually see like the back of the aquarium and stuff. Like you only see what those lights hit. Ghost Stories, that was a different thing. It's wild that it was official. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Reed. I appreciate you. But yeah, so I was, you know, I had read about these kind of shoots, and actually first I did it on these these earrings first. So these were fine. These were fine. But then I did it on that like dragon paperweight, and I didn't really think that through because you have to drop it, obviously, into the water, you know, to get like the bubbles and everything. And yeah, so when I used the other one, luckily I got a good picture on the first try because I wasn't able to get a second try because I completely broke the aquarium because I was throwing a paperweight at glass. So that I wasn't really thinking too much ahead on that one, unfortunately. But yeah, there's definitely like a lot of different stuff you can get into with photography, like just depending on like where you're at, what you like to do. I also did these like, Red, look, are you surprised? Okay. It was so annoying too, because then like all the water just immediately like spilled everywhere. What a memory. I have a picture somewhere of the setup. I'll have to look later, post it in Discord or something, which if anybody's not in our Discord, you should join. It's very cool. What the heck? My Discord button's not working anymore? Oh my God, I can't believe this. Stream Deck, what are you doing? All right, there we go. That's weird. My pics would make Anakin angry. Nothing but sand as far as I can see. I think you have a lot of dark zones in Arizona, though, from what I remember. So like you could actually do, you know, night photography and whatnot. But like the funny thing is that like something like this, you would think, oh, this is done in like some special studio or something. This is literally a like a pie, a dish you bake pie in, and then using like the cone of shame that you put on a dog after the vet as the background part. Like it just, I'll show you guys a setup picture in the Discord later. It's like so jank, but you wouldn't know, you know, if you didn't know. Same thing with like, with this figure. This is like just literally in like my bedroom, but it's like the way that you set it up and how you use the shutter speed and stuff that basically makes it so that only the things that are being touched by the flash will show up. Do I have another cool macro? Oh yeah, I liked this one because I didn't realize until I was editing it that there's actually a spider in the background. There are great places to take photos of stars, and actually depending on where, some really beautiful hidden areas. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I remember a lot of the like astrophotography people that I knew like being in Arizona, or I think Nevada also has a lot of those spaces. Hold on, I gotta get me some more water. I'm kind of hungry. What should I have for dinner? I like how the spider, yeah! And the thing is, like, I'm so scared of bugs. If I had noticed that, I definitely would not have gotten that picture because I would have been too scared. But it was like a jump scare later on when I was like editing, like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's a giant spider. Okay, I see. I'm just putting through again a couple of my work things here. Yeah, it's because clouds don't exist here. Pizza would be my suggestion. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. It's like you have to have a clear sky as well. All right, have a good sleep, Twan. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so what I was wanting to do was play something for a little while because I'm probably not going to stream for a whole ton lot longer. I don't think that's grammatically correct. But you guys know, you know what I meant, maybe, hopefully. So anyway, so I have this, oh, it's early morning. Well, get your editing done. Oh, sorry, my work thing popped up again here. So I thought what I would do, because Monday we're going to play Layers of Fear with this heart rate monitor, I thought I would like test it out in another game. So I'm going to play a little bit of the game that did not win the poll, just to kind of see, make sure it's all like working and everything. I just have to, what am I trying to do? Oh yeah, I'm trying to switch over to the thing, but I haven't loaded it before. So I think from what I heard, there's not like jump scares and stuff in this one. It's just kind of like creepy liminal space type stuff. But yeah, I gotta wait until it loads. Has anybody else played this? Pools? It's called Pools. Oh my god, it better freaking load. Why does it always take... Oh, I wonder if I can use a controller for this one. This game pulls at all of my worst fears. I can't feel... Yeah, I watched somebody play for like 5 minutes on TikTok or something, and I was like, this feels so creepy. And it's hard to like put the reason why it feels creepy. Okay, hold on, now it's on the wrong screen. Like, it's hard to like put your finger on it, you know? Okay, I need to find it on here. That's Steam. Oh my god, why do these things never want to fucking show all this stuff? There we go, Pools. Today is National Video Game. Oh, nice. Hopefully there's discounts of some sort somewhere. Can I use a... Oh, no. So, gameplay, mouse. Okay. Run input, crouch input, click to move. Okay. But yeah. Apparently it's just like creepy location type thing. So, I'm going to actually put my other headphone ear thing on, because normally I keep one off because I have like a bad habit of talking extremely loud when I can't hear myself, which like tires my voice out a lot quicker. And then obviously I'm also like shouting at you guys. So, but I feel like the audio might be part of it. So if I start to get too loud, just tell me, okay? Oh, that's like the... I guess this is the thing. Oh wait, I should change my I gotta change my thing on Twitch as well, so that it shows I am no longer just chatting. What? Why does it still show chatting? Hold on. Pools. No, it's not. It's this one. Okay. What I want you to yell at me. Look, I have no inside voice, okay? I'm self-aware of it, you know. I know that I'm way too loud, but you know, I'm trying to get better. I feel like I also need to like calm down, so that my like normal heart rate is like lower, you know, like a normal, because I'm already kind of like hyped up because I'm streaming, you know, so it's already kind of high. But is this horror? Yes, but it's so apparently there's no jump scares, there's no monsters. It's horror in the sense of like that everything is just kind of creepy and weird. I also read someone say that like part of the creepiness is that you start to feel like you're getting lost, and you know, like don't know how to get unlost kind of thing. Yeah, psych horror. That's probably better. And then the one I'm going to play on Monday is just straight up like horror jump scare type thing, which I've had for like almost 10 years. I watched somebody else play it, but I never played it myself. So same TBH with the no inside voice. That's why I cannot play content warning with my friends with both earcuffs. I still need to look into that one. I have that one on the list. I still need to look into it. Probably I probably am not going to do a whole lot of collabs. Oh, there's a ladder. Probably not going to do a whole lot of collabs until like the overtime and stuff is over, because it's when I'm doing overtime, I have to really lock in the morning to be able to stream on time, and it's a lot more stressful when I have to do that. And if I don't do it, then there's like other people that are gonna have to like start streaming too late and stuff. Whereas like if it's just me, I don't feel as bad being like, hey, I need another, 15-20 minutes or whatever. So I'm probably just gonna wait till overtime's over to do Do more collabs. Oh, I have footsteps. Okay.
It's hair.
That scared me. Whack.
The way that he talks.
Whack.
The way that he doesn't even like to smile.
Whack.
Me.
I'm tight as fuck. That's actually that's a good jump scare.
Whack. His beard. Whack. His jewelry. Whack. His footsteps.
Whack.
The way that he talks.
Whack.
The way that he doesn't even like to smile.
Whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. You know, for like a second, I was like, wait a minute. I thought there weren't monsters in this. Because I just, you know, I was like going towards the pool and then suddenly I heard the thing. I'm like, what the heck? All right, so I guess I'll see. Ooh. I guess I should probably try to be kind of quiet for this. Clip the last bit of audio for out of context. It's true. It's true. Okay, I'm gonna be a quiet bread for once. Do you guys like pools? I love like any water, but like specifically like pools and hot tubs. So like, even though this is creepy, I would like 100% get in here. As long as it's not public pool, yeah. Those are not as fun. Those are not as fun. Okay, there's like a weird thing. I also like wouldn't want to have a pool at my house just because like financially they're like really bad, but I need to like make friends that that have one. All right, so I can go towards the light or towards the dark. I'm gonna, I guess, see what's in the dark. Oh, this is kind of creepy. Oh, this is really creepy. Okay, I guess nothing there. Okay. Wait, I already kind of feel a little bit lost, because where does this go if that... Oh, this isn't a dead end either. Wait, is this where we started? This is where we started, isn't it? I think that's where we started. The compound will have a pool. It'll be fully funded by the war efforts. Hell yeah. Okay. Can you go in here? Is it just... Oh no, it's just like... It's just lights. Oh, this one must be deep. Why is there a chair? I'm glad I know that it's not a jump scare, because I would like think somebody's just gonna appear. Oh no, soggy bread! Wait, this is where we started, because there's the... Okay, so I guess I should just go into the light at the other area. This one looks really nice because it's so, whose chair? Yeah, that's true. Who put it there? Who sits there? We don't know. I wonder if you have to get... I'm guessing you have to get like to an exit or something, because it looked like there were multiple ones you could choose from. So I guess I'm gonna go, if I get back to the area with the two things, I'll go into the, wait, did I go into the light or did I go to the dark? I think I went to the dark. Maybe, I might. Is it perchance in the corner? That's a special chair. That's a very special chair. Okay, yeah, I feel like I went to the dark. Was that perchance? Oh, a map? It could be. I thought it was just like a weird hieroglyph graffiti type thing. If it is a map, I have no idea where on the map I am. But it kind of does look like one. Oh, there's another chair. Okay, what is on the wall? Oh, it's just like another... Take a picture, save it for later. I will if I go by there again. Is it supposed to be like a letter? Oh, I'm in the chair. Hell yeah. Why did I make that sound? That's weird. Okay. So I can sit in the chair. This is a good new development. Okay, so I can either go up those stairs or over here. I feel to be in the chair. I felt like a certain J name we all know. Oh, I wonder, can I swim through this tunnel? I can't tell if I'm actually going anywhere from just like swimming against a wall. Oh, gee. What is that sound? Oh, that does not sound good. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling I am not supposed to be in there. So I will get out. Cause that was weird. That was weird. And you didn't immediately take to Twitter. Dark water, light, tight tunnel. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Wait, I've been here before though, haven't I? I think. Oh, I just got a freaking what's it called? Achievement or whatever for hearing the ominous bellowing. Is how they put it. Yeah, I feel like I've been here. Wait, isn't that where we started again? But this is different, I think, right? Or no? Oh, wait, have we been here? Someone was having fun in the chair. Oh, it's like... Oh, yeah, that's where we came from. Whoops. Yeah, what? How do I run? Can I run? Okay, I gotta remember what we didn't choose. Okay, we didn't go in here, but it doesn't look like it leads to a Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You could call me Pokemon. I'm like Sonic. I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my. That is a very interesting first time chat. But welcome in, Pokemon 448. How's your day going? Okay, so there's that chair again. And there's no way out. I know what you mean. I'm guessing I can't like go up the ladder, right? Is there like oh, these are the okay. Wait, this is the beginning again, right? Yeah. What the fuck? Kidding, unless you got your finger ready. Okay, yeah, we've definitely been here before. What's that? What do you mean that? The game or? I definitely kind of understand what they said about like feeling lost. Cause I sort of feel like I do need to, in the water, it's just water, I think, I hope. Hopefully it's just water. Okay, yeah, cause if this is a map, I can't really make sense of it anyways. Okay, so, you know, I need to get to the part where we heard the weird. Oh no! Wait! No, because whack, 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 whack,
the way that he talks,
whack,
the way that he doesn't even like to smile,
whack.
Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for the follow, Pokemon 448. Welcome to the Sour Bros.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just doing my little work thing on the side here. What the hell? What do you mean exception? Well, what the? Hang on. For some reason, this does not want to load anything. Okay. Oh, what was that? That's weird. Why does this not? Okay, hang on. Sorry, I gotta try to log out of my work and log back in because what's supposed to be working is not working. What's y'all's favorite horror game? Like ever? Oh, creepy. I'm not that big into horror. Yeah, I haven't been either. Okay, I don't know why this is really weird. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go figure out whatever the heck is going on my work computer right now, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream for today, since I wasn't gonna stream that much longer anyways. But I will be back on IDK. I need to give jump scares primarily. I'll be back on Monday. We'll play. Sorry, I don't know. I went. I forgot I can't talk on the actual end screen. But yeah, I will be back on Monday. We're gonna play an actual jump scare type game, Layers of Fear. So that should be fun. So I hope you guys all have a good night. And I'll see. Let me see real quick if anybody else is if there's anybody I know that we can raid out to. Let's see. Oh, Loco's streaming. We'll go give Loco Loco, a nice little raid. I'm so DDD Ted. All right. Well, I hope you guys all have an excellent, excellent night, and I will see you Monday.